Good morning, everybody. We'll get started here in a couple minutes. All right, good morning. Um, I think, let me check. I was thinking about the news. We had elections in the US last night. Um, didn't look like too much craziness happened as far as the markets go. But this is FOMC week. I just want to check. Usually it's Wednesday, but for some reason I think it might be Thursday this week. So I just want to check the calendar quick and see if we have to worry about that today or not. New Zealand dollar has some news this afternoon. If you guys trade that, I don't look at that. Yeah, FOMC is tomorrow. Not quite sure why that is. I thought it was always on Wednesday, maybe because of the elections. I don't know why they changed that. So let's take a look at. Well, I was looking at gold here this morning. I want to buy gold, and let's go to the daily chart. We came off these lows down here at 1180. I'm looking, I mean, we have all these equal highs up here. I mean, we just have tons of liquidity up in this area. And even longer term, I mean, these are equal highs up here. But we're in this huge consolidation. This is a weekly chart, so we're in a multi-year long-term consolidation on gold, right? Um, Gold could go lower, but I am bullish gold. I The problem is, let's look at the US dollar. I think dollar still has room to go up. it'll be interesting to see what happens. We just went up above this high right here. Um, so, this is a yearly, this is a weekly chart. So this is where we started the year, and we're up here right now on US dollar. We took out this high and we're coming back down. I still am looking for this 98 40 level to go to. I don't know if it's going to get there. We'll have to see if we get a breakdown in this area and start working below these lows, and we might come back down into here. We're the last quarter of the year, um, so we'll see what happens here. But if dollar is moving up, gold should be moving down. So I really need for this gold trade to start taking off. Dollar will have to start retracing a little bit, most likely. It doesn't have to, but it helps the situation. You can see where gold, as dollars was going up all year long, gold has been steadily going down. But what we're seeing is, dollar did wick and make a new high. Not a lot, but just barely. And gold has not. Gold's been holding steady. And I think there's some nice buying opportunities in gold for long term. And I really want to hit this 1365 level. That's my target. It'll probably be, if it starts moving up, it'll be in the next year. But that's what the kind of trade I'm looking for on this. And I want to get in sync with this. Price might come down and sweep this low at 1212. That's kind of what I'm watching right now. We came off it really nicely. I'm wondering if they're going to come down and take that out, come down into this, possibly all the way down to 1200, and then we get a move up. It's just nothing really clean on this yet. If you want to slow, it may come down back into this consolidation. So I'm waiting on this. I just don't have the information I need to really put my money on this one yet. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be a really nice move once we get it. It's just getting into it is the challenge. And anything above this 1243, then I'm not going to be looking for as quite a deep retracements. And we may not get this deep retracement. We're in a slight retracement right now. So this isn't a bad place to look to maybe get a position on and move forward with that. You could limp into this position with a small lot size, and or even if you trade options, you could look for an option that would be reasonably priced, and I would look out for 90 days or 120 days, 3 or 4 months out, and I think you might have a nice opportunity there. Anyway, I'm looking for buys on gold as the gist of that conversation. I know it doesn't seem very very solid right now, but I'm just still waiting on it because gold can be really choppy and just doesn't seem like it really wants to go anywhere right now. But I do like how we came off these lows pretty aggressively, and now we're consolidating. So I want you to watch. This is a daily time frame. I want you to watch this candle right here. So that you can look at the top, the high and the low of it. Let me change this color quick. Sorry. So what's the date of that? So that was the 1st, November 1st, that daily candle. The high and the low of it, we could put a Fibonacci on it, and anything, if price is below the halfway point on this, you could be a buyer. And all I'm looking for is on the daily chart. We do not, it can wick below this, but I do not want to close below this candle. And you could buy anywhere in the lower half of this candle. If we get a close below this daily candle, then I would close that position and wait. But if we can get back below this 50% and you go down to a lower time frame and maybe look for a signal or for some bullishness on, say, an hourly chart, I think we have an opportunity there to go long. So that's what I'm looking at right now, and so I want you to concentrate. If you trade gold, your price range on this demo account, your feed might be different. So anywhere between 12.25 and 12.14, you could be a buyer in here. I'll go down to a 1-hour chart, maybe in 15-minute, and look for whatever bullish pattern you might look for, and you can get into it. And your stop, you got to be careful of money management here, because my stop on this would be a close, any close below 12.14. Even if it's 10, 15 pips below, I would be out of that trade. But if it wicks down and then comes back up, that I'm still in that trade. So I need a daily close below that low to get out of it. That means my money management needs to give space for that wicking, okay? Because I don't want to put a hard stop right below there, because it very easily could wick below that and it could come down here. But if it comes down here and touches some of this previous support and wicks back up into there and closes inside that range, I'm still in that trade. So I hope that's clear. That's what I'll be looking at the rest of this week and next week, and see if what we can find. I don't think we missed it. I know it came down into there, but I think we can still get another movement down into here. They might want to take out this low here. So I would look for a price to take that out, and then possibly get some movement up. So I think we have an opportunity there. And we'll watch that play out. But we have a lot of space up here that I think needs to be filled in. So, keep an eye on this. If you don't trade gold, at least you could paper trade it. Just keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens on this, okay? Dollar CAD, we had a position on this. It's still holding on. Not a big fan, actually, where I put my stop on this. Probably should be a little bit lower. Looks like we're probably going to sweep down below this daily low here, and that will most likely take us out of the trade. On this trade, I did take a portion off already, so we're in the money. Normally I don't like to do this, but I think since we already took money out, and we're only talking, this is for this account is only 30 euro. I'm thinking about possibly, hold on a second. We just had the open on, behind myself here, just had the open on the S&P on this booze. This has been kind of a fun ride here. All right, hold on a second. I'm just kind of watching the open on this. So we got 5-minute chart. So I think we got potential to come down into here. I'm just trying to figure out if this is where, if it wants to come up a little bit more. We've had a nice run up. I think they might want to come back up into this 2830, but there's still such nice targets on the downside that I would still be selling. It's seasonally, it's a bullish trade or bullish time of year, so you want to be focusing on buys. But for some reason, I really want to sell this, so kind of going against that trend, and it is an uptrend right now. On the hourly chart. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens here, see if I can possibly get a move down and take out some liquidity. I was hoping that this went down and cleaned out some of this yesterday. That's why I was trading it down, and it gave me some profit, and then it just kept going up. So definitely a strong market, but I'm kind of curious to see what this is going to do here this morning. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that. All right, what was I talking about? CAD. Yeah, I don't like where my stop is, so I am gonna just move it down a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, just because I already took money off this trade, and I think this is in jeopardy. This is gonna get swept, and I'm just giving it a little room to do that. It still might take us out, and that's fine. But if I only had one position on, I would not move that. I would just stick with my stop. But since I already took some money off, I'm okay with that. I think we have higher prices. These are my targets up here. I doubt it's going to get this high, but I'm still looking for at least 132 to get tagged. But it very easily could start moving down. It's looking like it's starting to get a little weaker. So Australian dollar hitting all my targets I had. This is really working out nicely. We had a trade down here. We've closed it, but every target I had laid out has been hit now. So that worked out really nice. I think we still have a lot of upside. All these highs, I think we could look at get hit. It's just a matter of looking for an opportunity to get in on this trade for higher prices still. I think we'll come up and sweep this, and then we might get a retracement. But I would look for kind of looking at this consolidation and above this consolidation, so 0.7, 48, 0.75 would be reasonable objectives on this. US dollar wicked, possibly moving down. It's a weekly chart. So I don't know. We had looks like a gap down here today. Came back up, filled the gap, and started to move down. So we might start taking out some lows here, which would help our gold trade. So I guess moving forward, I'm focusing on gold. I'm looking to buy gold, so I wanted to get down into this area that I talked about this morning. Dollar CAD, I'm just waiting on that. If it takes us out, I'm pretty much done on that. I saw an opportunity to get in on a trade that I liked. I don't really trade that very often. and we made a little money on it, and it's just a matter of is it going to follow through or is it going to come down and take us out, and I'd be done with it then until I saw something else that I really liked on it. Australian dollar, I like upside on Australian dollar. It's just a matter of looking for an opportunity to get in again on this, and I would look for. I won't look at this week anymore. Possibly next week if we get an open, some sort of move down, maybe into this 0.725 level or so. That might be a catapult to push that up higher. And ES, we're looking for longs, but I'm open to short this. It just depends on the day and what the market's telling me on that day. I have no problem shorting this or going long. If you go long, you probably get a little bit more movement on this, just because we're moving up on it so nicely. But I think if this falls, it's going to actually come down pretty hard and sweep all these lows here. So that's why I like the short, because you can, if you can catch it, I think you're going to have a really fast run. Where on the upside, I don't know if it's going to go as fast. But we've had nice movement up. And I think we do have highs up here. I think it's actually going to go all the way up to 29.45 eventually. I just don't know. I would like a pullback on that first. So our support levels right now on downside are 27.55 and 26.94. Upside objectives 28.30 and 28.70. It's moving nicely. I think we have the 28.30 in our sights here. So that's all I got for you today, guys. I don't know if I'll be trading anymore this week, but I think next week we're gonna have a really nice week to get some trades in. Be careful, tomorrow's FOMC again, so it'll probably be a little choppy in the morning, and then probably get some movement in the afternoon, and then Friday may get some follow through. So, all right, take care and be careful out there. Please like the video, we'd appreciate it, and thanks for joining us.